watch the friendship, in quote, and prosper. For a little while, we have not been putting out videos as often as we used to. That is because I'm trying to organize my channel and to make it worthwhile, to make it more helpful, and to reach many more individuals who need to hear these messages. So we are at work again. And I sincerely hope that you will be blessed as you listen. Now you got to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you'll get all the blessings that many others have been getting. Now, I pounce on this idea and decide that it's quite worthwhile sharing it with my viewers and those they will share it with. It's quite a worthwhile one. For sometimes I notice that from some areas of the world, videos are placed that suggest that friends, dear friends, sometimes wives, husbands, a colleague, they seem to be poisoning one another. Yes, they put poison in their drink. They put poison in their food. They place things to destroy them. And I've been wondering, as a matter of fact, I put a one-liner on Facebook and said, what are they trying to portray? I was almost at the point of disgust. I said, no, this is not portraying good life in that area. Should I go to those places, I would be fearful to eat from anyone. I'd be fearful to take a drink, even a drink of water from them. And so I pondered and I decided within myself, let's have a careful look at what's happening. And so I started analyzing some of those videos. I'm not going to pick any special one, don't want to blunder in any way. But I've been looking at them and I say, yes, something is in it. Where those you think are real friends, they're sometimes the most dangerous enemies. And those are the people to watch. Those are the people to avoid. Those are the people to get out of your life. I looked down the pathway and I started making comparison. And I said, yes, in my life, from almost the point where I started, and I started very early, to develop consciousness of my surroundings and the people around me. Yes, I can see those who press close, who take you in their arms, and they would be destroying your life. I said, no, yes. I've noticed it in other people's life. They, those around me and those around some of those I've observed, they have not actually placed poison in what we're eating or drinking, but they would carry out some deliberate action to hinder your progress, to dampen your spirit, to make you less than you should, to keep you out of promotion, to keep you away from honest day's pay. And I started looking around. And I said, yes, this happened on a big scale in life. This is happening to many people. This is happening on a national scale. This is happening on international scale. Then I started listening to some of the leaders in society and the friends they have, what the friends have done, what the friends are capable of doing. So I've worked on this one. Watch the friendship and prosper, and a sort of subheading, friends to avoid. Yes, you have to avoid some of these people. You have to stay far from them. You don't hate them. That will damage you. You are not going to do what they are doing to keep them away. You simply walk away. Sometimes you simply close your doors. You simply stop communicating with them. So I'm looking at some of the friend or friendship to avoid and to follow me through and be blessed. And at the end, if you're blessed, please subscribe. Those who would be pressing you for friendship, and as it were, they're either begging, pleading, or paying, let's be friend, let's be friend, let's be friend. Be careful of those people. Such friendship might not be so meaningful, or might not be just friendship they're asking for. They're asking for an opportunity to destroy you. People must not, as it were, seek intensively for friendship. Friendship must develop mutually. Friendship must develop from that person, and that person, it must not be so, so sought after that you begin to wonder. So when somebody is seeking, let's be friend, let's be friend, begin to be suspicious. I have seen it. I have worked with it. Yes. So those who would be pressing you for friendship must be avoided. Then those who would always be reminding you that we're friends. You remember that we're friends? And they do something good and they remind you that they're friends. They do something not too good and they remind you that we are friends. Those who have to remind you on a regular basis of the friendship bond must be avoided. Then those are those friends who will be giving you something always. Did I say you shouldn't take things from anybody? I'm not saying that. But you have some friends, every turn of the way, they find something to give to you. Be careful about those friends. They're buying your friendship, or they're creating an atmosphere where they will have control of your life. Watch those gifts. Watch the constant giving of gift. You get up in the morning, they have breakfast to send for you. Midday, they have lunch to send for you. Evening, they have dinner to send for you. If you're in need of shoes, they find you shoes. In need of clothing, they find you clothing. And they're constantly sending you things, sending you things. Be careful of those friends. Yes, and there are those who will always be reminding you of how they have treated friends before you, especially telling you, oh, they had to drop that friend. I had to get rid of that friend. I have to take that friend out of my life. You know what they're telling you? It will happen to you one day. One day they will find it necessary to drop you, when they can no longer use you, when they can no longer manipulate your life, they will find a way to drop you. And when they're constantly reminding you, yes, so and so, we were good friends. Yeah, I'm not saying if you have a friend and things have gone so you can't talk about it with other friends once a while, but you have some people, it's a regular thing for them to be reminding you of how they drop that friend, how they get rid of that friend. Be careful of those friends and their friendship. Then there are those who will be on a regular basis defining what is friendship, what friendship is all about. They will tell you what friends ought to do, how friends ought to live, and they will be harping on that friendship definition so that you never miss it. Again, those are trying to manipulate and control. Avoid such friends and such friendship. Then there are those friends who will be praising you excessively. Yes, everything you do, every stroke you make, every presentation, every this or that, they find a way to be lifting you up. And when you're in Jamaica, they have a term and say, big you up. When your friends always big you up, watch those friends. There must be moments when you are not excellent. There must be moments when that was a flop. Even in myself, I make presentations sometimes and I nudge myself and I say, boy, that's a flop. But if your friends can only see the good in you, that's not worthwhile friendship. And those friends, they're after something. Then there are those friends who will get upset very quickly if things are not done the way they want it to be done, the way they believe it should be done, the way they told you that you should have been doing it. And they get upset readily. They show certain measure of anger. Those friends must be carefully watched and, if possible, get rid of them. They are not getting anywhere. They will destroy your life. Then there are those who friends that will tell lies to maintain the friendship. Let me tell you something. As soon as a friend begin to lie to you and you discover it, and they're lying to you time and time repeatedly, watch some friendship. It's not worthwhile. It's not good enough. Yes, it's very much like those who are squeezing the poison in the drink, putting the poison in the food, squeezing the poison in the air for you to breathe in. Yes, lying lips are an abomination and must not be welcome in your friendship circle. And those who hold on to lies and lies and lies, avoid them. Then there are those who will criticize other friends with you. They seek to be telling you what that friend is doing, what that friend is doing. And it's not right. And they will be telling you, why not go to the friend? If that person is your friend, go directly to that person and talk with them. They will be criticizing you with other friends also. I am not for one moment suggesting that something's gone wrong so with your friend, that it is totally incorrect to say to another friend such behavior is not right. But when you see it become a pattern, they criticize that friend And they come back the next day and you say, you know, I've been telling you the other day, and they tell you something more about that friend. Avoid such friends and be on your guard against them. Then there are those who are always trying to find out what you're doing. Yes, they want to know if you got up early this morning. They want to know if you go to bed early. And every move you make, they want to know something about what you're doing. I look back and I noticed I had a friend, and especially in the investment world, every move you make, want to know if you're making some money, want to know if you're prospering, want to know what you're doing. Everything you do, it must be analyzed carefully. You see, when people begin to demonstrate these qualities, you must be suspicious. By the way, I had a friend once, and that friend would not take anything from me and from any other friend. I analyzed that carefully over a period of time, and I had to get rid of that friend, where I realized that was not healthy. Friend must be able to take something from friends and be able to give friends something. Friendship is one of the qualities that can make you, and the friendship as portrayed by others can break you and demolish your kingdom. Be careful of the friends you keep. My uncle used to say to me, he got it from somewhere, and he would always be saying it to me: show me your friends, and I will tell you who you are. That is very, very true in every aspect of life. And those who would pretend to be friends, when they get into you and they begin to seek out what is in you, they're looking for core evidence to build you or to destroy you. When they are consistent, persistent, and they are going on and they are carrying on, it's usually to destroy you. Be wise and prosper today. Prosper according to true prosperity, where you have a development of the spiritual, the social, the intellectual, the material life. Not to display to the world, but to develop in a sort of harmonious way that which the master of the universe has, in, uh, has given to you. Why not like, comment, and share and subscribe? Thank you for watching. Hope to see you in my next video.